Rest areas give drivers a chance to stretch their legs or use the bathroom during a long trip. They are essential for long-haul truckers. Adam Pinsker explains why the trucking industry is calling on leaders to overhaul them.
It's the start of a new week at Stonebelt Trucking, and for trucker Mike Barnes, every mile offers a different perspective.
I'd love to see what's over the next hill or around the next curve. I just love to be out there in a truck.
Barnes is preparing to haul tons of limestone to the Dallas area for a building project. It's about a 12 to 13-hour drive from Bloomington, depending on road conditions. However, a federal law requires truck drivers to take at least a 10-hour break after working 11 consecutive hours.
Every truck now has ELD, which is electronic logging device. The driver has to sign into the truck. The truck shows how many miles he's driven and how long he's been running the truck.
Ted Benkart, the owner of Stonebelt Freight, says because of the rules, drivers have to plan out where they will stay in advance. But parking at rest stops in Indiana and beyond is scarce, leaving truckers like Barnes with very few options.
I had to park on an off ramp going into a truck stop because it was all full. And I was just getting up, my time was up, and I was just getting up when an Arkansas state trooper got stopped and said, "Hey, you can't park here, you got to move."
Parking on a shoulder, ramp, or in poorly lit areas is a safety risk for the trucker and other vehicles on the road. Benkart says one of his drivers found himself on the wrong side of town looking for a place to park and was robbed.
That happened in Chicago, where the driver was robbed while he was waiting to make a delivery.
Private truck stops offer a place for truckers to shower, eat, and sleep, but spots there are limited and must be paid for in advance by the trucker. The industry is working with these companies to expand their locations in Indiana and beyond.
The 2020 edition of the American Transportation Research Institute report has moved truck parking to the number 3 greatest concern.
According to INDOT, there are 28 rest areas around the state, including welcome centers. Each of these locations average 48 spots for trucks, tractor-trailers, and buses. INDOT says it is in the process of upgrading Indiana's rest areas statewide on a rolling basis. When the work is all done, they should go from a total of 1,400 spots for trucks to about 2,500 statewide. Benkart is hoping that other states will follow Indiana's lead.
But adding truck stops in Indiana would help drivers from other states. Likewise, if adding truck stops or rest areas in Missouri would help our guys that are going west.
In March, a bipartisan group of House members introduced the Truck Parking Safety Act, which would address the critical shortage of truck parking around the nation.
There are more than 1 million trucks that go through Indiana each day, and it's typically not the Indiana drivers that are using the Indiana parking places. It's spaces. It's people coming through headed other places.
In addition to expanding rest areas, the Indiana Motor Trucking Association is hoping the Biden administration will consider allotting a significant portion of money from its infrastructure bill to expanding the interstate system. Benkart believes the government should take a more targeted approach to expanding highways.
We don't need 4 more lanes between Indianapolis and California, but we need help in specific areas where we're going through major metro areas.
The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the importance of trucks, which bring vital goods from coast to coast. As traffic increases on our nation's roads heading into the summer, Benkart is asking the driving public not to forget about them.
Just remember, when you see that truck on the road, it's not a nuisance. That's your livelihood.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Adam Pinsker.